Hello everyone. In this episode, I'm going to talk about game instance in Unreal. It is very easy. Just a blueprint that you can save your information into this blueprint, and then you can retrieve the saved information into the blueprint between the maps. So if you want to keep some information that is not going to get destroyed when you are changing the map, one of the solution is game instance. Let's see how quickly we can create one. So I'm in content folder. I'm going to create folder, create the top folder is going to be game instance sample, for example. Then I'm going to create a new folder for my blueprint. Then in the blueprint, I'm going to create just actor, just a normal actor. I'm going to add it to my hierarchy. Then I need to create something like core. You don't have to, but I'm just for the structure, because game instance, it is something like one of these. It is something like one of these, okay? It's just something that you can access it. You can access it from the blueprint. There is a node for it. So I'm going to just add core, and then I'm going to use blueprint. I'm coming to here. You cannot find it in here, and it's going to be game instance. Game instance, select it, and it's going to be game instance, for example, 1. Now that I have my game instance, I'm going to just create many variables that I want. There is no node, there is nothing that you can call. There is no event into it, but you can call you can even have functions. And the most important part is the variables. How many variables that you want to have? For example, the variable that I want to save into it is going to be int holder, I call it, and it's going to be int integer. That's the only thing that I need from the game instance. Then I can come here and I need to add it to my project settings, maps and modes. Let's just make it big, game instance, and I'm going to just game instance 1. So whenever we're just getting a reference from it, we're going to find the reference from here, game instance. So let's just create some maps, because we want to change levels. Save main, save, and then duplicate it, main 1, deduplicate it, yes, save, project settings, and also I'm going to also as here, just add it here, main, and again main for my maps. Then I'm going to just say save it. So now that I have the map, the only thing that I need to do is the blueprint. So I'm going to go to the blueprint, and I'm going to create the variables, and I'm going to just call it my int. The my int is going to be an integer, and then editor instance, so we're going to see it. I'm going to give it a category, so we're going to easily find it. So it's going to be, for example, config. Then event graph. Okay, now I'm going to just create a function. First of all, increment my int, or the increment just and increment, I'm going to just say, first of all, get it, then I'm going to just say plus plus, then I'm going to just say add it to here, then I need to just set it this time. After I increment it, I'm just doing one-time incrementation whenever I'm calling this method. This method I'm going to call it from editor, so easily is going to be fine, and config. Okay, now I'm going to just I need to just have a feedback, so I'm going to just say print value and my int, get my int, show my int, edit a bit of structure, just to 0 seconds so I can see it better. Yes, save. So now that I have that, what I'm going to do is this, I increment. Now after increment, I want to change level. Change level. First of all, I'm going to change the category and also call an editor. It's going to be open level. the open level, I called it main 1. For doing these things, I don't trust myself, so I'm going to copy and paste. Yes, so that's that is okay, and that's the only thing that I needed. Then now I have also changed level. Now, as I mentioned, I need to save the value. So first of all, I can show you the problem. Now, if I come to here and if I just go to play mode, I'm going to see 0 in here, which is from BP controller. I'm going to come to here. Yes, so it's going to be change level increment. I can increment it. Okay, 6 for example, change level back to 0, and then I increment it to start from 0 again. So, but however, I need some button, some function that is going to save it for me into the game instance. Save into game instance. So I'm going to give it a same category, call an editor. You say game instance is just the value that I have in here. I'm going to get it. First of all, I do not want to set it, but I need the game instance. So get game instance. And then which game instance is going to be cast2 game instance 1. Really, it helps you to just get it. It's just whenever you're doing that cast2, the only possibility is that there are two. You have just only 2 possibilities. That's why it's going to be easy. Then now you have it. You are going to be int holder. Int holder. So you're going to set it. That's int holder. Int holder, and then you need to put it in here, and then you set it. You set this int holder, and then now you're going to just put it in here. There is no feedback. There is no need for the feedback. We're going to see the feedback in action. Then we are going to call another one, retrieve from game instance. So call an editor, give it a config. Then what you're going to do is that you need to read it from so get game instance. Again, which game instance? Cast2 game instance, your game instance. Then you have holder is going to be get it this time. You want to set this value, and now you're going to set it this value and bring it to here, and it's ready. Simple as that. Save it, and then let's see what we have created in the blueprint. We have 4 buttons. Play. So now it's just 0. I'm going to just say blueprint. Okay. Now I'm going to just increment it. For example, 6. I'm going to save it into game instance. Okay. And I'm going to change the level. It's going to be 0. But as I mentioned that you need to retrieve the value. So now retrieve from game instance is going to be 6 again. So you have the value, and you can increment it 10. Now again, save into game instance. You can change the level, but of course it's not going to have change the level. It's going to just repeat the level main 1 again, and then you can retrieve it, and then it's going to be 11 again. So that was easy, very easy, but it's just a possibility of the game instance that you can use. Remember that you need to also add it into your project settings game instance, and that's it. That's how you can carry information from one scene into another scene, or better to say, one map into another map. I wish you a great day.